But yeah, I just keep going on about the events of the evening. And and my final conclusion with the whole family thing is that I know. First thing is that uh, now that I know what's been going on, I get, 'cause I figure out it explains a lot of the stuff that was happening, that I had no clue about. And I said, I was always like shrug my shoulders because there was stuff that was going on I didn't understand. So these people didn't give me nothing. They were there the whole time. So that's why I was saying it's good to have that just because you were able to figure shit out. This is why he was dressed this way and had this other person coming in. It made more sense to me now that I know what's going on. The EBT thing, now that I understand that, because she was giving it to him, she was giving that money to him. That's what was going on. That is what was going on the whole fucking time. So I came to my understanding of that. I've also said, like I said, if you don't verbalize it, it goes away. So yeah, it has to go back under the cover. But there was a thing that I was thinking. I had to have some conclusion that I came up with, but it was regarding that. I was just saying that, so I might feel foolish for what happened, and I guess I was, and I didn't really realize I was in love, but I must have been because I was taking care of her, If I wasn't in love with her, I wouldn't have let her stay. So I must have been in love with her. It was just twisted love. It was like really, just crazy shit. And I'm better off that she's gone. But I said, my last thing is this, and like I said, I'm going to go back to putting it under the blanket. I'm talking about is that whatever decisions I made at that time, I made it based on my best intentions, the good intentions, and from what information I had at the time. So it might seem foolish looking back on it, like why didn't I do this, or why didn't I do that, and I should have done this, and should have that. Well, I didn't know. I wasn't suspecting, so that's why I didn't act in a certain way. If I had all the information, you damn well know I would have been in that fucking house and got those fuckers out. If I knew that was going on, I didn't know. She was a good liar. And she was when I say liar, it was someone who just didn't say anything, And then whenever they talked to you, it was about bullshit, That's a liar. All right, we're gonna go back to playing. All these people listening to my business. But I'm just saying, man. Well, my point is, don't be. You can beat yourself up to a certain extent because, yeah, you could have done differently. You knew the person you were dealing with, so obviously you knew that they were capable of stuff like that. You knew that there had to be some dude behind. I was just blind, like I said. I just wasn't putting two and two together. I should have done it, but like I said, I acted on what I knew at the time, and I didn't want to live in that whole thing where I'm fucking paranoid and suspicious all the time. And I still say, unfortunately, it happened when it did because it wouldn't. If it hadn't, I would have still been getting drained. Good evening, folks. My name is Reggie. I just became aware this year. So if you want to show your kindness and generosity, it'd be greatly appreciated. And here I am on the other side, by the way. And like I said, this is a sunny day. Everything is good. I felt so much less stressed. Thank you. No more applause. I'm just doing this for me now. All right, I have 2.5 minutes so I can just talk, yeah. Listen to me, it's like a therapy, yeah. Remember, I used to do that thing where I was just do recordings. But I said, man, I'm never listening to this. Well, days I can just put them out, you know. So the state of everything is just, crazy, right? So, and it gives me somebody to talk to, because I'm on my own. But yeah, like I said, you can. The best thing to do, the best therapy I can give for this grief, you've done the hard part, the separation. You've gone through that. I don't know. It's been about maybe a week, a little longer, maybe close to 2 weeks. You've gone through it now, where it's not a new thing. You're familiar with it, and now you can start to appreciate it. Finally, I'm coming out of the fucking haze. And I think, like I was always saying, my well-being is so much better. I can leave my house and don't have to think about anybody being there, anybody coming in, and any shit happening there when I'm not there. Just it's fucking awesome feeling. Awesome feeling. I can go home at any time, and I can listen to my music and watch my TV. I don't have to get creeped out by somebody walking around me and being in the fucking bathroom and, having dudes come in and all that shit. You know what I mean? So much better. So the stress level is just off the chain. So much less on the stress level, I'll tell you. And I always knew that. Like I said, I must have been in love because that's the only reason. Because, like I said, now you look at it, now you feel like, oh my God, what a weight that's gone. I know what happened to her. It was hurtful. It was betrayal. It's like some post-traumatic stress thing. You're always it's gonna be like, you'll be stuck in that moment forever. But bottom line is now the whole weight's been lifted off me. So even though that was painful, now that weight that I was carrying, fucking gone. And it's not like I'm not getting sex anymore. And when I was getting from her, it was jack-off sex anyway. It was trick sex. It was like, you get like 5 minutes of pounding, and then she don't even fucking take her pants off, half the time. It's just ridiculous. It was lame. Glad she's fucking gone. She wouldn't even she just take her pant leg off me. Meanwhile, she's sleeping naked in bed with this dude. She needs to be gone. I'm glad she's gone. Thank you, man. And I had her in my house. I was taking care of her, and she didn't show me any of that affection. So, glad she's gone. And she's not coming back.